Hey everybody, what's up? Knife collection update as of March 2014. My last video along these lines I did back in the summer last year. Since then I have sold a few knives, bought a few knives, and then you'll see some stuff that I still have that hasn't changed because they are favorites. Okay, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go by company. So first I'm going to go with just singles or just stuff that I don't have a lot of. And then I'll get progressively into the companies that I really like. So, least favorite company, CRKT. This is the CRKT Drifter, stainless steel, frame lock. I bought this, I don't even know when, but never carry this knife. It's really heavy, kind of a small knife, pocket clip sucks. So anyways, that is my first knife and my only CRKT that I have. Next up is the SOG Flash 1. I don't know, I never carried this knife either. It was sort of an experiment, and yeah, I've got a review out on it, but it's not a bad knife really at all. I can definitely see why some people like it, but I just have a lot of other options I would rather carry. The SOG Flash 2, not a SOG guy, I guess. I've discovered this through time. Like, all of their knives have blade play. I'm not a fan of assisted knives because I've had a few break on me now, and I just don't really like the overall aesthetics of this knife. There's definitely some good things about it. It's lightweight, the pocket clip's not too bad, blade length is pretty acceptable for the weight, but yeah, just like I said, I have some other knives I kind of like better, so never really carry that knife. Okay. Now let's talk about my Kershaws. Uh-oh, I showed you before I was supposed to, but this is the Kershaw Knockout. It is manual right now because the torsion bar broke on it. Still waiting on Kershaw to send that part back to me, otherwise it just sits in a drawer because the detent is pretty bad. Otherwise though, I think this is a pretty nice knife actually. I kind of like how the blade almost appears like bigger than the handle. So I was pretty attracted to the design, and after carrying it for a few weeks I was liking it, but the whole breaking of torsion bar and then the knife just being kind of useless afterwards, yeah, not too much of a fan of that, honestly. So that is that. Now I've got the Kershaw Blur as well. This is the black coating, of course. Blade steel is probably that Sandvik blade steel, if I'm guessing. Yeah, I got the green handle because my favorite color is green. Never carry this knife either. Surprise, surprise. I really thought I would like the Blur, and there's some good things about it, but I don't know. Not an assisted knife guy. And oh, you know what? I stripped one of the Torx screws actually on the clip there when I was trying to change the clip so it could be tip up. Anyways, now it's stuck with tip down carry because the screw is stripped, and I don't want to send it all the way back to Kershaw just for that. So I don't like tip down, and therefore I never carry it. I'm probably going to end up selling, actually every knife on the table I would be willing to sell. So if somebody's interested, let me know. But otherwise I'll probably end up just selling them on Craigslist or something. Okay, next in the non-Spyderco world is Benchmade. Full-size Griptilian. I chose the orange handle because I saw a video with Virtual Vice where somebody gave him one of these knives, and at that point I was really into that guy's channel, and just thought the coloration looked really awesome, and love Benchmade Griptilian, I held off for a long time. It's one of those knives that I went to the store and probably picked up and put back like, I don't know, 5 times at least, and eventually I just said to myself, I'm going to try it. Kind of overpriced Benchmade are for what you get, but if you want to try a Benchmade, sometimes you just got to, well, pretty much always you got to bite the bullet and just pay for it. Okay, next up are my cold steels. I've got the American Lawman. This was a gift to me actually for Christmas from a friend of mine. This was another knife just like the Griptilian. I went to the store a whole bunch of times and picked it up, thought about it, and put it back. But yeah, that thought never really went away, so somebody gave it to me as a gift, and that's pretty cool. I honestly haven't carried it that much yet, but I think it's a really nice knife, and I plan on carrying it a lot more in the future. I want to put some wear and tear on this and just take that black coating completely off. Okay, next, Cold Steel Large Voyager. I have carried this quite a bit actually, and I took this to Mexico with me over Christmas, and because I trust it, that triad lock is awesome, you know, and because this doesn't have the black coating on it, I'm not so afraid to, like, you know, mess it up, you know, and I guess I shouldn't be afraid because these are all like worker knives, but yeah, you can't see the wear and tear as much when you don't have that black coating, so I've really thumped on this. I've batoned with it. Like I said, I took it to Mexico, I've taken it backpacking. It's really cool. Also, it's going to be going into sort of a survival type system that I'm making right now, so stay tuned for that. Okay, next up, the Cold Steel Recon 1. It's thinner than the Voyager, and yeah, this was the first cold steel that I bought. The way I got this actually was I found a chair downstairs in my laundry room that somebody was just throwing away. So I put it up on Craigslist and I got $100 for it. So then I went to the store and I bought the Recon 1. I held off Cold Steel for a very long time, but I'm very happy that I tried them. They're a really cool company. Okay, that's pretty much it for my non-Spydercos actually. So, without any further ado, let's get into Spyderco now. Bird Caracara 2. I've actually bought 3 of these, believe it or not, and I have 2 of them here. I've got an extra one in box already. Yeah, this is a great knife. I carried this in Mexico when I was living down there for about 6 months. I had this in the Tenacious, and I found that I was choosing this one much more often. Yeah, it's just an awesome knife. When they went on sale at my local knife store, I bought an extra 2 of them. So I've got 2 here, and I left one in Mexico actually. So that is that. Now, okay, I'll show you the Persistence next. I have previously owned the Tenacious, but I do not own it right now. It's with my wife actually. So I bought sort of a semi-replacement for it. Sorry, I'm going to stop flicking that. I know that's annoying. Yeah, I bought a replacement, but I didn't want to buy the same thing that I already had, so I bought the Persistence instead. Got a review out on that. Nice little knife, you know. Okay, now I'll show you my Spydercos sort of in order of price, I guess, and quality. Okay. So next up is the Dragonfly. I got this right before Christmas, and I actually bought the same knife for a buddy. Don't have a review out on this because I haven't carried it that much yet, but I was kind of interested in going a little smaller with knives and seeing how small I could go and how light, whereas I still wanted it to be functional and something that's fun to carry. So for small knives and everything else really, look to Spyderco. They've got something for everyone, you know? So I really like this knife. It's just big enough that you can kind of hold it in your hand. It's not ridiculous, and the blade's big enough and everything. So it's pretty cool. Review coming. Got to carry it more. You know, I'll put this down here now. Okay, so next up, Delica. This was the second knife I bought overall, I think. And it's great. I've carried it a lot. You know, it's sort of that perfect EDC size. The weight, the blade length are all awesome. My favorite color is green, so that's the handle color that I chose first. Yeah, Delica, awesome. Everybody knows that, right? Okay, next up, the Endura. And I chose the blue handle just because I thought it was a nice color. But now that I've got the blue handle, I kind of wish that I bought the brown one. I really like that brown color, and I've been tempted to buy a brown Delica actually. I've thought about it, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not yet anyways. Stay tuned. But yeah, the Endura is a nice knife, really. I honestly can't believe how light it is and how thin it is. For that super long blade, like this is one of the longest blades that I have. I think next to the Recon 1, it's pretty much the longest knife that I have. You know, it stacks up pretty favorably against the Recon. But obviously it's a lot lighter. Great knife, you know, so it's one of those things where you can carry a huge knife but not really feel like you're carrying it, you know. Oh, and I still have the box for that too. Okay, now let's talk premium Spydercos. Sage 1. I bought this when I was on a trip back to Toronto for business. So it's got a special memory attached to it, and it's just another great, it's like the Delica. I think you could really do an interesting comparison of those knives, because they are so similar in size and function, but obviously the price difference is substantial. But yeah, love the Sage. I've thought about buying the Sage too, but $200 is a lot of money, especially when I have so many great knife choices already. So I don't know, kind of on the fence about that one. Okay, next up, Spyderco Paramilitary 2, black on black. This one is probably a year and a half old, something like that, and it has been carried a lot. I actually had to send this back to Spyderco because I was getting really bad lock stick on there, and they fixed it, sent it back. You know, all I had to do was pay for shipping, but now this knife is so smooth, like it's awesome, you know. I think it's a great looking knife. I got this as a birthday gift from a friend, and yeah, love it. One of the best Spyderco knives ever. If you don't own a Paramilitary 2, you really should. Okay, speaking of which, this is the last knife I'm going to show you, another Paramilitary 2. Another birthday gift, different year. So, you know, love this knife as well. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, the satin blade is cool because it's not going to show wear and tear as much as the black blade. Also, what can you say about the Digicam? You know, it's absolutely beautiful. Every single one is a different pattern. Like it's not a, you know, factory standard. You get sort of a different variation when you buy these. And I just think camo is cool, you know. So love it. Carry these knives all the time. Well, not all the time, clearly, but very often. So yeah, that's pretty much my knife collection as it stands right now. Got a few knives I'm thinking about buying, but mostly holding off because I'm saving for other things right now. Anyways, thank you for watching, and have a great day.